Welcome to the Fanco Wrestling Show. And tonight we have a very exciting guest. Doesn't need much of an introduction. Multiple-time national champion from Penn State University, the 133-pounder Roman Bravo Young. And I know Roman's got to get back to training and studying tonight. So I just want to jump right into this conversation with you, Roman. How's it been being back at school, man?
It's cool. It's a lot different. I got a degree now, but it's cool just being around in the room. I like being on a schedule and having a routine. So it's like when I'm out traveling and do my thing I do over the summer, it's real hard to get on a exact schedule. So when I come here, I kind of just have my own routine. I live right next to rec now, so just wake up, work out twice a day. Don't really have to focus on classes that much. So I'm just training every day and just trying to empower other people, bring up the teammates, and just try to help others.
I love hearing that, man. So what was your degree in?
Sports management. I got like a minor in sports studies, so finished that. I'm alumni now.
Yeah, welcome to the alumni base. I'm an alumni myself, graduated in 2017, and I've definitely enjoyed my time, being at school and watching you on the mat in rec ball. So you're talking being back at school in the routine, right? It's definitely really nice because like you get up to the national championships, and I'm sure your schedule is just like to a T, everything you're doing. And then like the week after, like, does it kind of hit you like in a weird way because there's no like schedule, or do you get right back into training? Like, how's that for you?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just train year round no matter where I go. So, but like after NCAA, it always gets pretty hectic. You're kind of free to do whatever. So I line up some camps. I go out, train MMA. So I'm all over the place. But yeah, it's definitely different when you don't have any like places to be. You don't have practice. You don't have to be at practice. So, but I mean, at the same time, it's a good thing too. You need to have find that right balance.
Absolutely. And since that time, like there's been a lot that's kind of happened in the off season, especially at Penn State. One of the recent things was you guys got a new locker room, right? How's that?
Yeah, you like that, right?
Yeah,
it's cool.
Man.
I mean, it's cool to see. I think we deserve it, and the future people coming in deserve it. The old locker room was old, but yeah, I mean, I think winning and stuff helps, and having a nice locker room helps other future recruits want to go there too. So I think it's well deserved. But yeah, it's nice. I'm only going to get a year in it, so. But it's nice to have. It's cool. It's definitely this new generation. We have outlets in our locker room. They close. We got mirrors. We have USBs. So it's definitely something new. It's fire.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. The funny thing is, like, with that stuff, it's like as soon as you're getting ready to leave, of course, like that's when you get all the upgrades. But I'm sure you're grateful for it this year.
Yeah,
it's really cool to see. And one of the other cool things that happened in the past few weeks was as you were getting back to school, you got a bobblehead of yourself, right, at the state call around. What was that? A minor league team around the area?
Yeah, I teamed up with it. Yeah, it's cool. I teamed up with some company. We did a little bobblehead night throughout the first pitch, and then the first 1,000 fans got a bobblehead. I had to sign them all and stuff, but it's cool. I mean, it's more for the people. It's not for me. I really don't. Anything I do or accomplish right now or things of me, I don't really care about. We can go back and worry about it when it's all said and done. But I think it's more for the fans. My family likes that stuff. But yeah, it was cool just to see people happy, and then me giving them away, signing stuff, and it's really cool that people appreciate the hard work, and then I appreciate them supporting me. So it means a lot, but it's just material things,
Yeah, for sure. No, there's definitely a lot to be said about that. And I think I actually saw them. I was looking up on eBay like for one of those, and somebody's selling for like $125, which is pretty funny to see. But I love seeing it, man, and I love seeing you give back to the fans and be so excited about such a passionate fan base. Whether in Pennsylvania, whether in Rec Hall at Penn State, wherever it is, it's just a passionate fan base that loves watching you compete. And this year, of course, in Oklahoma is where the national championships will be. But you talked about training, getting back, giving back to some of these newer guys and getting the next crop of kind of guys ready to go at Penn State. So I'm curious, like, are there any incomers right now or any guys that you've been training with or that you're just really looking forward to see, like, hop on the mat, whether this season or kind of in the future?
I've been trying to build connections with everyone. That's one thing I've been focusing on, just building connections. But I think, I I train a lot with Gary, or like anytime I'm doing sprints, I'm like, yo, Gary, hop in. So Gary's seen, he works hard. Levi Haynes really works hard. Shane, I mean, I've been going with Bo. Bo's going down, so down to his normal weight. So I mean, all those guys, I mean, bigger weights, but Facundo trains like a madman. So I'm excited for all these guys. They really want to win, and I mean, I kind of accomplished what I want to, but now I'm going as it like I'm here for the team, and let's try to get another one for the team, and obviously myself, that's a given. But like, I really want to see those other guys get to the top too. That'd mean more, but I see those guys working hard. But I really like Steen and Levi Haynes and Facundo.
No, that's awesome, and I can't wait to see those guys get on the mat too. It's good to hear that you're so excited for them, to see them compete. And so, whenever you kind of announced that you were coming back to the team, were all those guys pretty excited? Was the team excited about that?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really ask, but like,
Right.
I feel like if I wasn't in lineup, it'd be a big hole to fill. And I train every day, so it's just a no-brainer to come back. I don't just like kind of like, what's the rush? You get to wrestle in front of fans, people rooting for you. I'm trying to go out there and hit some highlight reels, do my footwork, and just enjoy myself. This is like for sure my last time, so I'm just grateful to be in this position, and I'm really excited. I know I've made a lot of gains every day, training, pushing myself to unreal limits this summer. So I'm just excited to get on the mat. And then, I can't lose if I'm helping people, I'm pushing people, and I'm just in a good spot mentally right now too. So I'm excited. I'm really excited.
No, that's really good to hear. And so, one of the things I think that I was curious about, Roman, is you go from placing 8th at the national championships to then winning it a couple of years later. And so you're making leaps. I mean, such a big leap then. Are you still like, when you're training, are you making those same kind of leaps, or like what's different in your training from like this season until like where we are now, like from when he won that national title just this past March until now? Like, what kind of leaps and what kind of changes are you making in your training and your technique? Like, what do you think is so different that you feel yourself making those leaps?
Yeah, I mean, training, of course, training for that triathlon. I'm cycling a lot, so my cardio is obviously unreal. But I mean, I never really got tired before, but now I'm just jumping into another level. And then mat work, working with Coach Casey, riding legs, just doing stuff that I never done in matches. Look on my feet, working on shots that I'm going to hit a lot of people this year. And it's just people don't understand, like, people think I'm fast, flashy and stuff, but my IQ for this sport is crazy. I really don't think I get credit for that. I don't really portray that I'm a nerd, but deep down, I really pay attention. I watch a lot of people. I pick up a lot of stuff, but I'm not the type to be tweeting about it like a lot of people and acting like it. But I really have an IQ for wrestling that's that people don't really know about. So I'm really just I ask questions. I'm going in twice a day, technique in the morning, training hard in the afternoon, running my sprints. So I just train like a madman regardless. But I just know I'm jumping levels because I wrestle the best every day. Me and Gilman scrapping hard every Friday. This past 2 Fridays, getting them ready for World Championship. We're going matches, and you can really see where you're at when you're wrestling someone who's probably about to win his second World Championship. So I'm excited for him too. But I got guys like that in my corner, so it's cool that I can just see where I'm at every single day.
Oh, I'm sure you pick up so much from him. Like, from the time that he came to State College, I'm sure you've just noticed a difference in your training just from somebody just so different in styles and from a different background and all that. But as far as like, it's funny to hear you say like I'm a nerd of the sport, and that's kind of something else you want to be known for, other than just the quick feet that you got.
Yeah.
So is there anybody like, or any, like, are you watching a lot of folk style wrestling? You watching a lot of modern wrestling, older wrestling, freestyle wrestling? Like, is there kind of, or just kind of all around, like, what kind of stuff are you watching?
I watch a lot of Russians, but working on my outside steps. But lately, I've just been watching a lot of MMA. I really watch.
Mm-hmm.
I really watch how I can use like jiu-jitsu and MMA in the wrestling now. So I'm always doing crazy stuff in practice and just finding ways to be entertaining. I never really want to wrestle like anyone, so it's kind of like that's why I want people to remember me for. I think RBY is always entertaining. I don't want to wrestle like anyone else. So if people don't like my style, that's fine. It's just not for them, but it's all love at the end of the day. I know a lot of people don't like the footwork. They think it's flashy and stuff, but I'm not here to wrestle for anyone else but myself. So, but yeah, I like watching a lot of Russians or just anyone. Gilman comes in, he'd be like, yo, I watched this guy. I think it's going to work for you. So then we'll try that. And then it's like, then I'm like, I take him down. He's like, all right, I got to work this. So you're not doing it. And then he takes me down. He's like, he takes his lefty shot. I'm like, bro, I got to do that. Tell me how you do that. I got to do that 50 times until we both get it right. So we're just a good collab. And, if Gilman's hand fighting me every day, there's no one else telling you right now that's going to get me tired in hand fighting because that dude's hand fighting's crazy.
Yeah. And he's just, from somebody from where he was in college who is crazy good at hand fighting, crazy good. And then just the levels that he's jumped in the past few years has been just incredible to watch as well. So it's really neat to hear you guys are just, kind of scrapping in the room whenever you get the chance to do that. No, that's neat, man. And I'll say, like, you talk about entertaining wrestling. Like I've always enjoyed watching you. And it was just always entertaining. All the moves that you come up with, and I'm sure we'll see some more of that entertainment this season in Rec Hall, right?
We got plenty of coming. I'm excited for that. My gas tank's different, so I just want to get people really tired this year. Just try to push myself. I've accomplished what I wanted to, and everything else is just cherry on top, and I'm enjoying the ride and trying to help others and just be a light, It's all what it's about.
For sure.
Using my platform.
Yeah, no, that's really good. And you've grown such an incredible platform, like on social media as well, with all the different NIL deals that you've been doing. I think that you've really paved the pathway for a lot of wrestlers in this sport. Guys like you and Gable Stevenson has done a tremendous job with it as well. How much have you been enjoying the NIL deals?
Yeah, it's cool. Honestly though, I live alone now, so I have a lot more time to reflect. And I've made like some decent money, and honestly, money doesn't even really, like, money doesn't make you happy. So that's one thing that I kind of like. I just noticed that because I really grinded camps and stuff, and I'm doing all right, but like this stuff doesn't bring happiness. So, but yeah, I noticed that like I post a video, and then next thing you know, someone else from like is kind of doing the same thing. So it's just funny that people are paying attention, but that's what it's about. I'm just trying to help other people if they can follow me and grow their brand, do it. I highly suggest it. The way I see it is you only get a short amount of window to this college scene. I'm not going to have these Penn State fans forever. I'm not going to be able to perform every week. So I'm just going to go all in as much as I can this year, really push the content and just have people following the journey. That's what it's about, winning and losing, when it's all part of the game. So you only get a short window to do it. So might as well maximize it. And I think a lot of people, as wrestlers, we're just naturally scared to put ourselves out there because it's just a sport we're in. Same thing we're fighting, People, you don't want to lose, but at the same time, it's like it's part of the game. But put yourself out there so people could see, and that's just that's what I like to do. So
it's cool, man, and a lot of experimenting too. I'm sure goes with the posting, and I mean not just with the wrestling, but with your own branding of yourself, and from now into the future, wherever you decide to go in the future. And I think that's really neat to see as well. And so, Roman, we're gonna get into a quick speed round here because I know you got to get back to your training and studying back in school. So let's get into a quick speed round before we sign off here. Roman, what are your favorite wrestling shoes?
Mine, I go Inflix. I got every color Inflix pretty much except red. I don't really like red too much, but yeah, I like Inflix all day.
And red doesn't really go with the Penn State blue. So how about I saw a deal you did with Kill Cliff. That's the clean energy. So what's your favorite flavor of that?
I don't know. I got a whole bunch in my fridge right now. I like the recovery drinks. They're really good. I don't know what it's called. There's a good one called Flaming Joe. That's pretty good. That's like a Joe Rogan's. So yeah, I drink that quite a bit. I got a stack up in my fridge. So they hooked me up. Shout out to Kill Cliff.
Cool, man. Yeah, I wanted to make sure you got that shout out there too. A comment here said, "What's your favorite food you eat before a match?"
Before a match, every single match I have my electrolytes, water, and I do a 6-inch Jimmy John's sub before every match. So I haven't had Jimmy John's in a while because I know when I get in season, that I'll be having that every duel. So I always get that. Coach Cody gets it made for me. Got my electrolytes, got my water, and I'm ready to go.
So Jimmy John's over Jersey Mike's or Subway?
Yes, I have my 6-inch ham. I think it's like a ham club. That's all I need. Get a little bread in me, feel a little full, and then let's go.
No, that's cool. And what's your so you talk about restaurants here. What's your go-to restaurant in State College?
What's the vibe? What are we feeling?
How about pizza?
I mean, I gotta go with Snap now that I'm working with him.
Absolutely.
So Snap, and then I like sushi. I really like crab legs. So just wherever the vibe is.
How about the Field? Do you like the Field?
Yeah, the field burger. Yeah, those are fire. I like the field.
That's my favorite spot to go. And you talk about working out before we head out of this speed round here. What is, you talk about so much of this training and the leaps that you've done.
Yeah.
The last question of the speed round, Roman, is do you have a least favorite workout? Or exercise?
I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one because I really enjoy it all, but I'll just I know I got to do it. So honestly, whatever's going to break me, I try to break myself every week. So whatever's going to make me want to quit. I mean, running miles, or, I mean, I did, me and Coach Cal we biked like 78 miles, and we ran 13 miles after that. And that was deep waters. My body's never felt like that. So, I mean, I'd say running, but I kind of like running now. I mean, maybe squatting, but I like it all.
So is that something you'd want to do in the future, is like those Ironman type races where you're running and biking, or is it just like you see it mostly for training now?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get big in that. I wanted to do one, but you really got to shape your body up differently for that. So I don't want to take away from anything. And I was biking a lot, but at the same time, I can't bike too much. So I'm not gonna turn into a biker. So now I only bike every Saturday, pushing like 40, 50 miles. So if anyone's in State College and wants to bike, let me know because I have no one to bike with right now. It's lonely.
That's awesome. You heard him. Hit him up. And Roman, before we head out of here, my last question for you, because I'm super excited to see what's in store for you this season and beyond. I'm super excited to see you back on the mat. 133 pounds has been your weight for the last few years, and it's been super entertaining to watch you. I'll see you in Oklahoma. I'm also going to try to get up to State College again this year when I can. But what can the fans look forward to you from this season and beyond, and why should they be excited about you?
This season, I mean, I'm going to go out there, perform, give it my all like I always do every season, you guys see. But I don't know what the plan is. I don't know if I'm going to wrestle first half. Maybe I'll get a couple in. I haven't really probably talked to Coach Cody and Kale when they get back from Worlds and just see what's best for me, right for me. If the team needs me, I mean, I'm not really in a rush to wrestle first half, or maybe come out. I like to wrestle at home, so maybe do a match or two. But first half, I mean, I feel like I did my 4 years, so I don't really owe anyone that I got to go and wrestle. But I definitely need to get those matches in just to be ready, make weight a couple of times. So we'll see. I'm going to talk to coaches, whatever's best. And then after, definitely freestyle. It's always been a goal of mine, but I really want to go all in freestyle after I'm done with college. College is important right now. So I'm just being present right now. And then we'll see, after 2024, we'll decide if I really want to fight or not and get in that route. So right now, I mean, I'm always open to fighting. So I want to right now, but if things change. But I don't know yet. So we'll just figure that out. But as of right now, I don't know nothing. I'm just training hard, giving back, helping others, and just making sure I'm doing the right, staying in my humility, and that's it. Just enjoying life.
Well, that's awesome. And yeah, it's awesome that your options are open too, going freestyle, following, Thomas Gilman. You talked about training with him so much, as well as going down the fighting route like we've seen Bo Nickel do in his Contender Series. It's been awesome to watch him fighting. So I'm excited to see where your future goes. But first, this season, there's a lot in store. I'm super excited to see how this season ends up for you as you give back to the Nittany Lions.
Be fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being on the show tonight, Roman. I just wanted to say thanks again for being on here, man.
No, thank you. And just shout out to my sponsors, Monterex.
Awesome, man. And for Roman Bravo Young, my name's Josiah, and this was the Fanco Wrestling Show. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you, boss. Have a good day.